We are live right now in action between the Governor Thomas Johnson Patriots of Frederick, Maryland, and the Washington Patriots of Charlestown, West Virginia. My name is Akeem Holmes. Thank you for joining us at Home Team Sports TV. I'm joined by my co-host, Robert Flash Wayne, Reggie Creamer, and we have the first kicked out through the end zone for a touchback.
Yes, sir. Looks like Washington's going to come out with the ball first.
And this is a big possession for Washington High School. And knowing what Terry Ray likes to do, he wants to ensure that his team gets off to a fast start, crisp start, plays physical, run downhill. I'm going to say first play is going to be to the running back Isaiah DeLauder, who had over 100 yards last week.
Had a really good game last week, running the ball, making cuts, making a good read. But it'd be good for Washington to get out to an early start again, as they did last week as well.
We have trips to the left, single receiver to the right. Ryan Went drops back to pass. Isaiah DeLauder is wide open at the 40, and he is tackled at the 42-yard line. First down, Patriots. Beautiful play call by Dave Michael.
Nice play call to come right out the gate, trips left, come right back to the weak side, fooling the defense a little bit.
And first down, Patriots. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Trips to the right, single receiver to the left. Option to DeLauder. He is hitting the backfield. So he trudges through, gain of 3.
Yeah, make one man miss in the back. It's like a gang tackle effort out there. 18, Jacob Bumgardner on the initial hit.
And they were prepared for that play right there. But they played very disciplined on the outside. Defensive end read the quarterback. Ryan made a quick decision to get the ball out to Isaiah DeLauder for a gain of 3. The thing about offense is if you're always moving forward, having positive yards, no penalties, it bodes well. Single receivers to each side. Inside handoff to DeLauder. He runs over the middle linebacker. It'll be a gain of 3. It will be a 3rd and 5. But that's that physical running from Isaiah DeLauder that Washington gained when he transferred over from Jefferson High School. It'll be 3rd and a long 5.
It's a big 3rd down for TJ right here. Try to get off the field early. Defense gets the rest of the offense, try to get some momentum going.
We have trips to the right, single receiver to the left. DeLauder in the backfield, handoff to DeLauder, up the middle, and he runs for a first down, Washington Patriots.
And again, looks like TJ was fooled on that trip set, waiting for a long pass. Middle open, wide up, right down the middle.
And what you're seeing is that line for the Washington Patriots is inserting its dominance right now. And it'll be a 1st and 10 from the 43-yard line. Washington Patriots have trips to the left side. Camden Prick, single receiver to the right, sends Javon Jones in motion. And it would be...
Looks like they're going to have an illegal motion there. A lot of people moving at the same time.
And I think at times as well is difference in right there what it says illegal procedure. You might have your wide receiver could have been lined up on the line, not lined up properly. Multiple things can impact that call, but it will be 1st and 15. And as we actually alluded to earlier, Washington wants to keep the ball moving forward, limit the penalties, and allow DeLauder to continue to be dominant. We have doubles, twins to each side, and it will be a timeout for the Washington Patriots. And this gives us time to get into some of the pregame action that we had as we were trying to set up. Reggie, first off, we want to thank our sponsors for this year: Shelton's Tree Services, State Farm Insurance, called Gerard Ferguson, Smith Nadenbush Insurance, our title sponsor, Catro Law, Neil Powell Goosehead Insurance, Opekin Motors, called Jeremy Atkins, R&L Landscapes, Ameritech Tire and Auto, The Barn Bridal and Formal Wear, Mountain State Basketball Academy, Cheryl Yates of ERA Realty, Liberty Realty, Bench Warmers, Sports Bar and Grill, Big Mike's Grilling. So, Reggie, we didn't get to do the chalk talk with Coach Terry Ray, but he spoke a lot about, being physical, limiting mistakes. What are your takes for this Washington offense?
Keep driving. Try to score early as possible. Limit mistakes. Try to not to get in the negative. And right, another play in the negative.
And right there, that play was almost picked off. They actually had a good read on that play because they ran the same motion before the timeout. And I think they were prepared for Javon Jones, who had a big week last week.
Really big week. All over the field, all over the place.
So it'll be a 2nd and 17 from the 49-yard line with 9 minutes and 17 seconds to go in the first quarter. Washington driving. We have 2 receivers to the left, single receiver to the right, inside handoff to DeLauder. He breaks through, and he is tackled after a gain of 4.
Another gang tackle on the play.
And it will be 3rd and, say, a long 12 from the 46-yard line. And right now, most teams don't have that 15, 16-yard play design, but they can actually create some open receivers and see if the communication in the back end for that TJ defense is crisp as they run that 2-deep safety zone look.
That opens up holes in the middle of the run like they did Washington did earlier on the 3rd and long, ran right up the middle on them.
See trips to the left. Pass to Terry Ray, and he drops the ball, and it will be 4th down.
And Thomas Johnson's coach should be happy about getting off the field after that, after getting up an earlier 3rd and long. Now trying to get your defense off the field, get your offensive momentum to get started.
And that drive stalls at the 46-yard line. In the star offensive tackle, Isaiah Mensah. Osafa Mensah will be back to punt.
And looks like we got back number 1, Kostas Hunt.
And number 10, we don't have a number 10 on the roster. Number 80, that is Devin Jordan, the 6'1" senior. Ball angled out of bounds, and it'll be TJ Ball's first possession. And from watching the film, Reggie, their quarterback, number 6, Austin Allen, the 6'1" senior, is their go-to athlete, their premier athlete for the team. So we'll see how the Washington Patriots defense handles the speed from TJ.
Hopefully don't get caught too mesmerized watching the speed of the quarterback, get caught looking in the backfield and he throws it over top of the head. That's what a lot of athletic quarterbacks will do to you. You get mesmerized by what they can do on their legs, and they go right over the top.
And we're waiting for the chain crew. Chain crew was a little backed up. We actually had the field marker at the end of the 10. Now we're back. We have 2 receivers to the right side. Motion to number 1, Kostas Hunt. And he is quickly bottled up in the backfield for nothing. Brock Meadows on the tackle. And this is what the Washington team is built off of. They're built off of their line. Their offensive and defensive line have a pretty good amount of size. And last week they imposed their will on Page County. This week they look to do the same thing against TJ, who TJ looks like they have a very small and undersized line right now.
Yeah, but good job by number 87, Brock Miles, to stay at home where he's supposed to be at and not try to follow the play. Staying at home caused that tackle right there. Good discipline on his end.
And TJ has trips to the right, single back behind him, single receiver to the left side. He drops back to pass. The pressure is there. He gets to the outside. Brock Meadows is chasing him. He gets to the outside again.
And there's athleticism from that quarterback we talked about earlier.
And that's what athletic quarterbacks can do. When things break down, they're able to continue to get positive yardage. And that looked like it was about to be a sack that would have actually had them lose 10 more yards, but he instead gained 10 yards. And now it will be 3rd and 7, which is manageable.
It's manageable. That's 2 plays on the road that Washington's defensive line has just imposed their will to get into the backfield.
And penetration throughout the game, if he has to continue to scramble out and run, by the end of the game, he's going to be exhausted. So Noah has to do something. Inside handoff, and he breaks it up the middle. He's going to 40, at the 30. He breaks the tackle at the 20, and it'll be a 1st and 10 TJ at the 18-yard line of the Washington Patriots.
That's a great
the
run.
Inside handoff left the middle open. There was a lot of pressure up the middle. He actually broke through to the blitz. And now it'll be a timeout by Washington Patriots. That's the 2nd timeout they've used in the first quarter. All right, and we'll be right back at a quick commercial break. This is Akeem Holmes and Reggie Creamer from Home Team Sports TV.
Buying or selling Nature Law is the local choice for real estate closings. In fact, we were honored to be chosen as the best of the best real estate closing attorneys for 2022 by the Martinsburg Journal, with offices conveniently located on Foxcroft Avenue in Martinsburg.
Terry Marcus Field, where we have the Thomas Jefferson Patriots on their first possession at the 18-yard line. It is 6:57 left in the first quarter. A 60-yard run by number 11 for the Thomas Johnson Patriots, Jaquan Moore, linebacker, running back, 5'11".
And TJ got a little momentum. Here's Washington slowing down.
Inside handoff to the quarterback, up the middle, and touchdown, Thomas Johnson.
And it seems like the middle broke down twice in a row. It seems like a lot of pressure comes from Washington on the outside, and Thomas Johnson used that to their advantage to take it right up the middle.
So they have to, the A and B gap. We're wide open. We actually have Isaiah Osafa-Mensah on the sideline. So he was not out there in the last two plays. Big time defensive tackle for Washington Patriots, and they took advantage. 2 plays, 80 yards, all on the ground.
2 big plays.
The kick is up, and the kick is good. So with 6 minutes and 49 seconds left in the first quarter, the Thomas Johnson Patriots 7, the Washington Patriots 0. This is Akeem Holmes and Reggie Creamer from Home Team Sports TV. And we are back at Terry Marcus Field, where the Thomas Johnson Patriots took the ball from the 10-yard line in 4 plays, drove the ball 90 yards, all on the ground for a touchdown to take the 7-0 lead over the Washington Patriots. Washington will get the ball for the second time. It is 6 minutes and 49 seconds left. The ball is kicked out of the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Ryan Witt had a good first possession. Ill-advised dropped by his wide receiver, Terry Ray, on that third down play, which is wide open. Would have been a first down, and that they actually took that mistake, turned it into 7 points.
Yeah, let's say you got 11 mistakes. You got to take opportunities when they're given to you, and TJ definitely took an opportunity given to him. Let's see how Washington comes out and responds. Driving on the first drive and came to a stall. Let's see what happens here.
It'll be a 1st and 10 Washington. At the 20-yard line, we have bunch trips to the right. We send Terry Ray into motion. Ball out to Terry Ray. He catches the ball, makes a move. Gain of 7 for the first down play. It would be 2nd and 3. And what I've liked about this Terry Ray offense is they're always picking up positive yardage. Not always big chunk plays, but always positive yardage.
Yeah, you always want to have positive plays. 3 yard chunks here and there. Keep chipping away. And the play like that'll come back later to probably a wheel route.
Yes. We have trips to the right. Isaiah DeLauder in the backfield. Handoff to DeLauder. Ryan Witt, he keeps the ball. The ball is batted down.
Let's see what happens.
And it will be 3rd down and 3. And they definitely want to limit the contact on Went today. They do not have Holmes today, who is not is not playing for the Washington Patriots.
Looks like Thomas Johnson wasn't fooled by the play-action play right there. They went straight for the quarterback. Wasn't even worried, concerned about the run. Well, they're pinning their ears back right here.
It is 3rd and 3. Trip to the right. Pressure. Ball is batted down again. It is picked off by Thomas Johnson at the 25-yard line. And it will be 1st and 10, TJ, at the 25.
Big number 57 has disrupted 2 plays in a row.
But a lot of that is they're getting a lot of pressure in the backfield.
Yes.
So, with the second turnover for Thomas Jefferson, the interception by number 10 was number 10, Rich? Was it number 80? Was it number 80 again?
Number 80.
Devin Jordan. And TJ will take over the ball again at the 25-yard line. You have doubles to the left and right side. Inside handoff, fake play action. Quarterback scrambles. He is at the 15 to 10.
Makes one man miss.
And he gets the first down. It'll be a 1st and 10, Thomas Johnson. And the scrambling ability of the quarterback, number 6, Austin Allen, has had already a big impact on the game.
Well, right here, if you're the Washington Patriots, you need to stop here.
Yes.
That's a deflating turnover, but you got to take a defense. We need to stop here, get the offense the ball back. You don't want Thomas Johnson with more momentum than they already have.
Yeah. And you also just want to make sure, too, that you're keeping your team continually built, like keeping that morale up. You know, you're trying to build a culture in the program. 1st and 10 from the 12-yard line, so they can get a first down at the 2. They try to get them to jump off sides. Good discipline by the Washington Patriots. Trips to the left. Back up. Inside. Touchdown. Thomas Johnson.
Touchdown number 3, Jamar Turpin. On the quick slant route.
He gets to the inside on free safety Cameron Togans, and it is a touchdown. 13-0, Thomas Johnson. So, Reggie, what we seen earlier is the athletes for TJ are giving the Washington Patriots problems right now.
Yes, the quarterback scrambling from extra yards has really been a thorn in Washington early because he's been wanting to extend the plays.
Kick is up, and it is missed. And it is 13-0 with 4:47 left in the first quarter. And Washington right now just has to take the biggest punch. But this is... So we are actually going to stay on. We're not going to go to commercial break. Robert, what are you seeing right now?
I'm seeing Thomas Johnson that's starting to get more and more confident in the game. Earlier they seemed to be a little defeated after getting up a couple long third downs. They seem to settle into the game. What I need from Washington to do, this drive right here is very important. And we're still in the first quarter. This job is very important for them to find some momentum, try to put some points on the board, and keep their defense off the field for a little bit.
Yeah, and having a good, productive physical drive that will take some of that energy out of TJ right now. Can you look over at that roster? Thomas Johnson has a lot of talent, but they're very the depth there isn't a high level of depth over there. So this is a game where you actually have to stay involved, keep in the game, stay close, and let the battle of attrition help win you a game later on.
Yes, like I said, it's very early in the game. We're still in the first quarter. It's early.
And he's had 2 kickoffs already that he's boomed them out of the end zone. They're not giving Tavon Jones one shot of running back this kickoff.
Name of the game, limit another team's athletes.
And now he kicked the ball to number 18 for Washington. Nick Atkins, the sophomore. And he is tackled at the 20-yard line. And it will be 1st and 10 Patriots.
Looks like number 13, Caleb Wright from Thomas Johnson led the tackle with the group.
Thomas Johnson has come out to play. They come out very physical. They have not fallen for any of the eye candy. And it is a 1st and 10 for the Patriots. Let's see if they get back to that physical running that Isaiah DeLauder had in the first.
I would like to see more. I like to see more of the ball on the ground.
First handoff to DeLauder. Chunk yards.
We talk it up, King. We talked it up.
And a late penalty flag. And it's a holding on the Washington Patriots.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta go back to your bread and butter for a little bit to try to settle your team back in.
Yeah, and every single time, like every single game, you have different advantages. And I think the advantage that Washington has this game is their offensive line in the running of Isaiah DeLauder. So let's see if Washington becomes more of a run-heavy team throughout this game. So it will be a second and 18. Well, first and 18. My apologies. First and 18 from the 12-yard line, the 12.5-yard line. We have single receiver to the left side. We have two receivers to the right. Inside handoff to DeLauder.
So right back to your bread and butter. Needs a block.
And he gets all those yards back and more. And it would be a second and 8 at the 15-yard line, the 25-yard line, my apologies.
Looks like number 80, Devin Jordan, and number 11, Jaquan Moore on the gang tackle.
And number 24, Cameron Togus re-enters the game. Brock Meadow goes off to the sideline.
Yeah, I don't think Washington needs to get too fancy here. Just keep doing what they're doing.
Trips to the left. Went inside handoff to DeLauder, and they are in the backfield. It is stuck. Fumble. The ball is out. And it is Thomas Johnson. Ball. On a fumble by Isaiah DeLauder. And Thomas Johnson will take over at the 27-yard line.
Looks like number 20, Ezra Hugh, with their fumble recovery. And another demoralizing play for Washington when they had a little momentum going for them.
And as much as the run game is working, obviously, you want to continue to make plays. But earlier in the season, sometimes fatigue does set in earlier than usual, and that just seems like, four runs in a row. Maybe got a little bit sloppy with the ball.
Yeah, like I said, a little sloppy, a little fatigue. Maybe a Saturday game. High school used to play on Friday night, early Saturday game.
Yeah, two receivers to the left, single receiver to the right. A little motion in the backfield. It was motion in the backfield by the running back. Let's see what they say. But I think that ref's gonna call a little offsides.
I seen two come in with offsides.
So that'd be first and 5. I seen the running back in the backfield move.
Could have been a simultaneous thing depending on where the ref was looking, but that's just something else that Washington didn't need at this point right now.
Yeah, with the way that TJ is moving the ball, you definitely don't want to give them any easy yardage. But now we have two receivers to the left, single receiver to the right. You have Allen in the backfield with number 11. Moore, handoff to Moore, a little shake and bake, but he is met by Brock Meadows and slammed to the ground. And Brock Meadows is playing ball right now.
That is a good tackle, good form, staying home. Got to start imposing their will on that line.
So it is second and 7. And for Washington to be able to get out of this without any points would be big. But you hear the TJ coaches from the other side telling Moore, quit tiptoeing and hit the hole.
Get through there, young man.
And, as a running back, you can't break every run. You take what they give. And if you hit the hole and you press the hole hard enough, a lot of times those big runs come.
Yes, sir.
So it is second and 5, so that was a gain of nothing. With 2 minutes and 56 seconds left in the first quarter, you have doubles to the right. You send him in motion. He fakes the handoff, and he is bottled up, and he is hit down for a gain of 3, and it will be a 3rd and short.
It's a good tackle by number 4. Looks like Garrett Fauble.
And Garrett Fauble has been an amazing addition at that nose guard position. He kind of reminds me a little bit of Andre McDonald. Andre McDonald was a very undersized wrestler for the Jefferson Cougars. Number 21, Alan Barron is down.
You can stand right there and go, so you don't have to go wherever you're going to. Phil, you can stay right there.
They can't hear.
We'll go to a quick commercial break. This is Akeem Holmes and Freddie Creamer from Home Team Sports TV. And we are back at Terry Marcus Field. We have a 3rd and 3 for the Thomas Johnson Patriots. I said Thomas Jefferson. I'm thinking about presidents out here. Thomas Johnson Patriots. We have trips to the left side. We have a single back in the backfield, single coverage on the right side. Allen with the dummy snap. No one bites. He drops back to pass. He gets up the middle. He is sacked by Isaiah DeLauder, and it will be a 4th and 5. And right there, Washington has made the adjustment and clamping down in that middle, not allowing him that escape route, and it'll be a 4th and 5.
Great adjustment, not to just pin your ears back and try to get to the quarterback. Kind of more of a stay at home, basically a quarterback spy.
So 4th and 5. Let's see if Thomas Johnson tries to get them to go outside, try to get a little overly aggressive and get this free first down.
Well, Thomas Johnson has all the momentum right now, so even to get him to not get him to jump out, probably still run a play with the momentum and the team being this far in the back. I mean, points would be good right here, but
so with 1 minute and 35 seconds left in the first quarter, we have TJ leading 13-0 over the Washington Patriots. 4th and 5. We have 2 receivers to the left side. They roll out. Number 3 is wide open, and it is a first down at the 2-yard line. 1st and goal, TJ.
And so far, it looks like Jamar Turpin, number 3, is one of his favorite targets right now. He's the one that got the touchdown earlier, I believe.
And he was in the slot covered by a linebacker right there. And it might end up having to be an adjustment that's made where you just take that linebacker out and put another safety or cornerback in those situations, because it was clear that Grant Clark could not keep up with his speed. So 1st and goal at the 2-yard line. Allen comes up under center. He bobbles the ball. Covered by the Washington Patriots, and that is what they needed right there. They tried to get cute. They tried to set him back, run up and hurry up and do a quick snap, but the ball slipped out of the hands of number 16. The quarterback, number 6, Austin Allen, and it'll be 1st and 10, Washington Patriots. Did they need that?
Yes, good job by Jonathan Bruce on the recovery. Right there, T, they try to get a little fancy instead of just sticking with their guns, what they've been doing.
And big Jonathan Brewster is a big-time player. Let's see let's see if Washington can actually convert that turnover into a first down, similar to what they did earlier.
Whoa, another gang tackle.
And I tell you, Isaiah DeLauder is running the ball real hard right now. So that'll be a gain of 1. Be 2nd and 9.
And see down here, King, you don't want to get too fancy down here, but you also don't want to get too complacent. You try to want to get out of this area.
Yeah. A good, with the way that they've been running the ball, a good play action pass would be great right now. Maybe to buy a little bit of extra space.
And we got to worry about pressure as well.
We have trips to the left side. Ryan Wink keeps the ball, and he is quickly
fumble!
And he fumbles. And there's a turnover. There's a turnover by the Patriots.
Recovered by number 1, Costas Hunt. And Washington has really been shooting themselves in the foot this game. A lot of turnovers, a lot of early sloppy play.
And it will be 1st and goal for Thomas Johnson at the 9-yard line. And we have quarterback Austin Allen in the back, trips to the left.
That's a good shot, Phil Cam.
They roll out to the right. Good pursuit by Isaiah Safamensu. Throws the ball out of bounds, and it'll be 2nd and 10. It's a holding by the Thomas Johnson Patriots. And right now, even though the score is 13-0 and it feels like the momentum is going, TJ's way, Washington is still in the game.
They're still right in the game. 13-0, about to be into the first quarter. It's still anybody's ball game early. This defense would need a big stop right here, and that'll help a whole lot. The offense has been moving the ball. It's just been the turnovers that's been killing them.
Yeah.
Hey, Harry. Come back back down.
So it would be a 1st and 10 from the 19-yard line. Trips to the left. They have, let's see, they try to get number 3 isolated on the linebacker again. 18.4 seconds left in the first quarter. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff. He is bottled up in the backfield, another holding penalty. And he gets into the end zone, but it will be called back. So it'll be a holding on Thomas Johnson. And they had 1st and goal at the 9, and they've had 2 straight holding penalties. So when we come back at the end of the first quarter, it'll be a 1st and 29.
Yes, and the problem is that's what happens when you have a mobile quarterback who likes to extend the plays.
Yes.
Usually you get calls like holding, things like that, maybe illegal block here, because he's trying to extend the play in the line, still trying to keep blocking.
So 1st and 29 with 8.3 seconds left in the first quarter. As I said, we knew that they were going to run that clock. And this is perfect for Washington because you want to go back, get that break, and kind of take that woosah moment and, come back. So we are going to go to a quick commercial break with the Thomas Johnson Patriots leading 13-0 at the end of 1. This is Akeem Holmes and Robert Kramer from Home Team Sports TV. At Terry Marcus Field, where we have Thomas Jefferson 1st and 29 from the 29-yard line, 1st and goal from the 29-yard line. He rolls out. He does not have anything. Quick pass into the receiver, number 1, Kostas Hunt. That's a good game right there, 8.
Tackled by number 52, Kobe Carter, Washington.
It's a lot. They're getting open a lot in the middle right now. They're getting a lot of possession. A lot of penetration in the backfield. But we just need a little bit more from the linebackers. And you can tell they're tired right now. They're exhausted. You see Javon Jones with his hands on his head. TJ chasing these athletes around. It's definitely been a little bit different from last year.
Around can get you real tired real fast as a defense.
Definitely a big difference in athlete from Page County last week. So it'll be 2nd and goal from the 23-yard line. You see 2 receivers, twins to each side.
And another penalty on the play.
False start on number 57. Big number 57 for TJ. And he's not on the roster neither. Tall, lanky tackle.
Big number 57 is the one earlier who caused the interception and had a good tackle. So he's playing a good game.
Mm-hmm. So, Reggie, we're back to 2nd and 29.
Another back.
So, 2nd and 29. TJ rushes to the line. You have 2 receivers to both sides. Single back behind him. Austin Allen and sends number 3, Jamar Turpin, in motion. And he is wide open.
Deep ball we talked about. Oh.
And the ball goes off his helmet of number 18.
Jacob Bumgardner.
And it'll be a 3rd and 29.
Who's that? So who's that on the cover? Number 1.
Javon Jones.
And had great position on the ball. Had a great beat. Tried to high point it.
Mm-hmm. And I think that TJC, they have a lot of height at the receiver position.
I feel like the quarterback kind of threw the ball a little late as well.
Yeah. It allowed Jones to get back there and actually, kind of get in there and disrupt it a little bit. So you have 2 receivers to each side. Single running back in the backfield. Sends Jamar Turpin in the backfield. Inside handoff gets nothing.
That's all handoff to number 8. Who is that? That's James Anderson on that.
So it'll be a 4th and 30.
Fourth and
Let's
goal.
be 4th and 30 from 4th and goal from the 30. And the kicker is the quarterback, Austin Allen, and he will try a 45-yard field goal. He has a pretty good foot. You see how he's been kicking the ball through the.
Washington can get off the field here with no points. It's a run for them.
And the ball is up.
And
it is short. And Washington has multiple turnovers, but they've given up no points on those turnovers.
And
let's see if this Washington offense comes out this time and what kind of production they can put out there.
And that is a big, big hole by the Washington defense to wake up and stand up on that. Even though the penalties hurt TJ a lot. So let's see the momentum that they just got from the defense. Washington will carry to the offense for Washington. Try to put some points on the board. Nice long drive here down the field. Be perfect for Washington's morale.
And in high school rules, when you kick that field goal, the ball actually went back to the 20-yard line, so they don't even get the ball at the 29. So it was still a negative net 9 yards somehow.
Something crazy.
Inside handoff to DeLauder. He gets to the outside. He stiff arms him. Oh, he runs him over. A good 20-yard gain by DeLauder. And it'll be a first down, Washington Patriots.
Looks like he was struck down by number 11, Jaquan Moore.
And if they just continue to feed DeLauder and actually, put a couple other running backs in, just keep pounding the ball, I think, I don't think TJ has anything for that line for Washington. It'll be first and 10 at the 40-yard line for the Washington Patriots with 9 minutes and 20 seconds left in the second quarter. You have 2 receivers to the left. Javon Jones and a bunch on the line. Inside handoff to DeLauder. He gets 7. And he's just racking up yardage. You know who Isaiah DeLauder reminds me of a little bit? Mike Allstott. A little bit Mike Allstott right there.
Head down power.
I remember when he ran over Sean Springs for the Washington, was the Redskins at the time, now they Commanders. I was highly upset that day. But so it'll be a 2nd and 4 from the 46-yard line. You have 3 receivers to the right. Inside handoff to DeLauder. He actually is the ball was kept by Ryan Went.
And he's tackled by number 33. Kitten Wright, and it looked like before that play, TJ had switched their interior lineman, kind of expecting to run on that play.
So it'll be a 3rd and 7 from the 42-yard line for the Patriots.
This is a big 3rd and 7 right here, King.
And right now, on this 3rd and 7 right here, they're going to be forced to throw the ball. So they're actually going to force Went to make a play.
It's a big play for Washington.
Trips to the right. Ball to the outside. Ball is picked off by Thomas Johnson.
Picked off by number 5, Josiah McKenzie.
To the end zone.
He'll go to the house.
Touchdown, Thomas Johnson.
And
it is 19-0. Josiah McKenzie, the 5'11" junior, with the back-breaking play right there.
And looked like there wasn't a lot on the ball there. It looked like all the receivers ran kind of similar to the same route.
Yeah.
And he had a nice beat on the ball.
I heard what he said there.
And just another costly turnover for the Washington Patriots right here.
And with 7 minutes and 43 seconds left, kick is up and is blocked. It is 19-0 Thomas Johnson. And we will go to a quick commercial break. This is Akeem Holmes and Robert Flash Wayne Home Team Sports TV. And we are back after that pick 6 by number 5, Josiah McKenzie. And the Thomas Johnson Patriots are dominating this game 19-0 with 7 minutes and 43 seconds left in the first half.
And it seems like the way the game was going, you would think Washington was down by a whole lot more, and they're still within the rest of this game. They just need to limit a lot of these mistakes they're making. Keep staying with that bread and brother. Stay with that
bread and brother. Bread and brother.
Bread and brother.
But I think the key is just keeping themselves in positive position.
A good return here would really put a lot of positive momentum on them.
And he is tackled by the 20-yard line.
But number 8, James Anderson.
And we have a penalty on 57 for Washington and 34 for TJ. Ryan Clunk and number 57 for Washington, Cameron Taylor. Actually, 52. My apologies to Cameron. Colby Carter. Looks like he's probably be offsetting.
Offset and get to the. Let's see what we got here. Got the offsetting penalties.
So now we will have Washington taking over. Ball will be placed at the 22-yard line.
Or is it? And looks like. I thought it was offset. Doesn't look like it was offsetting.
It was offsetting penalties right there. Javon got tackled at the 22-yard line.
Oh, okay.
So it would be. The chains need to be moved. The chains are actually not in the right spot right now, so this game will be paused for a second to get the chains right. Because you can't have a 1st and 25, before possession. So this is incorrect. Inside handoff to Isaiah DeLauder. He is tackled in the backfield
Quickly by number 70, Philip Wise.
And right now, TJ's been able to just peel back and just bring everything because they're not respecting this Patriots passing game right now.
No, they're definitely keying in on that inside handoff.
And let's see if they take that chance right now and try to go deep and just try to just be able to back them off a little bit.
Just something to slow that defensive interior pressure down just a little
bit. Take a shot to Jones. You have 2 receivers to the right. DeLauder in the backfield. Handoff to DeLauder. It's a big game right there. And he's getting choked. DeLauder might have over 100 yards in the first half.
That was a big tackle by number 10 for Thomas Johnson. He might. He's having a good day on the ground. It's just after a couple runs, they're right back to try to do something different.
But what I'm also saying is, too, if you have a speedy back, after he pounds you 2 or 3 times, see if you can get that big chunk play by putting in that speedy back.
Yeah, a nice change of pace would really help Washington in the backfield right now.
Inside handoff to DeLauder again.
Sticking with that bread.
Picks up another 5 yards.
Seems like it's working really well.
He's tired right now. You can see. See if they.
Yeah, he's definitely trying to put the team on his shoulders right now a little bit, it seems like, Akeem.
Yeah, he definitely showed the load this half. So it'll be a 2nd and 5 from the 45 with 6 minutes and 7 seconds left. And this is about as big of a drive as Washington has had this year. They need to get 6.
Right, to get 6 with 6 minutes left in the second quarter.
Yeah, trips to the right. You send Terry Ray into motion. Deep pass. The ball is...
It looks like he was hit as he threw the ball.
Ball was hit and out of bounds, and it'll be a 3rd and 5
And the thing with Washington right now is, I mean, the ground game is working, but you still need to try to throw the ball here and there to try to break some of the monotony of that defensive line that is getting pressure every time by Thomas Johnson.
And right now, I would say inside handoff with the speed of Tavon Jones, could it be 6? So it would be a 3rd and 5 with 5 minutes and 48 seconds left. You see trips to the right.
Even maybe a reverse or something, just anything misleading.
Ryan Went rolls out. He doesn't see anyone. Throws the ball over the head of Terry Ray. But it would be a 15-yard personal foul penalty on number 8 for TJ, James Anderson. And that would give Washington a free first down that they needed this big.
They did, because on that rollout, it looked like the receivers weren't even running too hard on their routes. Kind of started to give up on them early once they seen him really start to roll out. Got to keep running, working to the quarterback, trying to give him something.
It is 14-14 in the Shepherd University game.
Third
quarter. And I want to know if they actually ever got an answer for some of those players that they had eligibility issues.
That's something that'll probably come out later on. Not anytime soon.
So 15-yard penalty would give Washington the ball in their deepest possession since that first drive with 5 minutes left. It'd be 1st and 10 from TJ's 40-yard line. Went takes the snap, inside handoff to DeLauder. And he gets to the outside. He breaks a tackle. He breaks another tackle. He breaks another tackle. And Isaiah DeLauder down at the 26-yard line. And this kid, if this was Thanksgiving, John Madden would be giving him one of those deformed turkey legs.
He's running like an animal, man. He's running hard. A lot of people gang tackling. He's been the workhorse. He's been the workhorse, carrying the load for this Washington team.
And it'll be a 1st and 10 from the 26-yard line. You see some of those TJ linemen putting their hands on their knees right now, and Washington has to capitalize right now.
Yeah. This would be a perfect time for that change of pace back right here.
Yes.
Or
right
back to the
or a
workhorse.
play-action pass. There is just gaping holes right now. Tavon Jones is going in. You see Jonathan Brewster coming out of the game.
Quick break for the workhorse. Now, what do you do here? The workhorse is out. I'm sure TJ defense will recognize that. So they're probably looking for a pass. Be a nice time for, like I said, a change of pace back to give something right here.
Yeah, because if you give that big hole to someone as fast as Tavon Jones, that's 6. And TJ called a timeout. And with Washington, if Washington can get some stops, with the way they run the ball and they're taking this clock off, they can walk this lead down. You got to remember, TJ has also missed 2 extra points. So the score is only 19-0. If Washington gets a touchdown right now, with 4 minutes and 38 seconds left, it'll be 19-7 going in at the half. If you're TJ, like you said earlier, you would think that you were up at least 30-0, 40-0 right now, but they're not. So
yeah, absolutely. And the thing is, what Washington needs to do here also, a touchdown would be perfect because I believe TJ gets the ball coming out of halftime.
They will.
So you don't want to give them more momentum before going into the half than what they already have.
Yeah, they will.
You don't want to do that.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Washington Patriots at the 23-yard line. See, my apologies. 2nd and 5. My apologies, guys. 2nd and 5 from the 23-yard line. Inside handoff to Tavon Jones.
There it is.
And that speed. I told you.
There it is.
What I say, that change of pace back with his speed. After Isaiah pounds him up and down the middle, you put a track star up there. Tavon Jones is a track star. He actually was the only freshman in this area that qualified for sprints last year. So it is 1st and goal with Washington.
And that was a perfect, like I said, change of pace. TJ wasn't expecting that. They were more so expecting the pass since the big workhorse was out.
So it would be 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. Jones lines up behind Ryan Went. You have Camden Prick and Terry Ray to the right. Javon Jones to the left. Inside handoff to Jones.
There it is.
Oh, he is quickly tackled by number 8. And I think they'll put DeLauder back in the game right now to finish this off right up the middle.
Harrison with the tackle.
Back to you, Perry.
But Jones has looked good in his 2 carries. And it'd be 2nd and goal from the 4-yard line. I think everybody realizes what's about to happen right here.
Absolutely. You know who the ball's going to. Let's see. We're going to line up man to man. Let's see if you can stop our workhorse. But also, a little play action might not be bad as well. Quarterback roll.
Inside handoff to DeLauder. Touchdown, Patriots.
Walks right in. That's a big momentum boost for the Washington Patriots.
19-6, Washington down by 13 with 3 minutes and 35 seconds left in the first half.
And that's just a big momentum boost for this Washington
That's a big
team.
momentum boost.
They needed it.
Can you think about it? That's a momentum. Well, that's a momentum. It's like Finding Nemo out here. But that's a big momentum boost for the Washington Patriots because you think about it. They've only scored 2 offensive touchdowns as much as TJ has dominated this game. That last one was a pick 6. The score could have easily been 13-7 right now.
On you, Harry.
Kick is missed.
Looks like it was tipped at the line.
And Washington misses their kick. So it was 19-6 going into the last 3 minutes of the second quarter. This is Akeem Holmes and Reggie Creamer from Home Team Sports TV. We'll be right back. And we are back at Terry Marcus Stadium where we have the Thomas Johnson. Not Jefferson, Thomas Johnson Patriots leading the Washington Patriots 19-6. Just an amazing drive by the Washington Patriots right there. All on the ground. Gets their first touchdown of the game. And that's a big momentum boost for the Washington Patriots.
Huge. Sometimes you got to keep going back to what works.
And they tried a little bit of trickeration.
Little pooch kick.
That was a short kick.
And definitely didn't get. They tried to be able to steal some more momentum right there. Then we got the ball right there. The driver drove down and punched him in the mouth. It would have been, potentially 19-13 going into halftime.
Little pooch on the onside kicking on another school in the EP likes to do onside kicks.
But they have to realize that they also don't want to give up the big play to Thomas Johnson right now because a coach could literally say right now, you know what, you just got some momentum. I'm going to throw a bomb right now and see if I can take that momentum right back.
And TJ's been played well outside of those penalties earlier, what prevented them from scoring. They've been able to move the ball down the field.
So we have twins to the left side, single receiver to the right,
Oh, man.
single back, inside handoff. Quarterback keeps it. Good containment. He still gets to the outside, but he is knocked down after a gain of 7. The alligator roll tackle. Gain of 8.
Like tackled by number 1. That Javon Jones over there. Did he
Now
go
Jones is on the other. Jones is on this side, so I think that was number 11. That tackled by number 11, Dominic DiGnazio, the 12th grade cornerback.
My apologies.
And TJ doesn't seem like they're in any hurry right now.
And they're not going to be. They want to get the ball coming out of halftime. Try to milk the clock. Try to take away any momentum that Washington's already gotten with that long drive. Keep their defense off the field.
This might be the big shot right here.
And everybody moves except the center.
It'll be a false start penalty on TJ. Loss of 5.
And
So now it'll be 2nd and 7.
And what looks like now, Keem, is the penalty starting to rack up for TJ now.
Exactly.
Earlier it was Washington. Now it's starting to become TJ.
And if Washington can go back into the huddle, go back into the locker room at halftime, regroup, as bad as you've played, you're only down by 13 points right now. You're still in this game.
2-score game. Two-score
You just
game.
can't give up any big plays right now.
No, not before the half. Not before the half.
So we have trips to the left side, and once again they're getting that matchup with the linebacker at number 3, Jamar Turpin.
And he's looking this way. No.
The deep shot wide open. And he hits it with the juke move. He is down at the 6-yard line.
Good catch by
Be a
number 80,
first and
Devin
goal.
Jordan.
TJ.
And it seems like, King, when TJ does stop the pass the ball, somebody's usually wide open.
Wide open.
I'm not sure it's miscommunication from Washington or
Well, and that side right there was just the single receiver. So it really wasn't even any motion or any kind of play deception right there. They created him being open. He just blew by his defender. 2 minutes left. First and goal. TJ at the 7-yard line.
and we just talked about not giving up a big play as well. Just talked about it.
I mean, Reg, I just told you that's what TJ was going to do. Trips to the right. Dummy snap. Doesn't get anyone to jump. Ball to Jamar Turpin.
And
And he breaks the tackle, but he is tackled down by Grant.
if I'm in the end zone, if I'm Washington, I'm keeping an eye on number 3, Jamar Turpin, because that seems like his favorite target when the ball's in the air down in the end zone.
Yeah, and Washington could definitely use a big sack right now.
Yeah, big sack, a turnover sudden. As you mentioned just a little while ago, TJ's not in a rush to get a play out there, letting the clock wind down, as I see.
So it'll be second and goal from the 7-yard line. Sends Turpin in motion. Ball's handed off to Turpin. There's nothing there.
Nothing.
And the Washington Patriots defense eats that up. And the thing about it is, the reason why TJ is forced to pass because they cannot get the runoff.
I didn't really like that play from TJ. Looks like we got a timeout here on the field.
And right now, TJ is going to try to come up with a play right now that's going to be able to get some crossing routes. They'll create a little bit of deception in the backfield and actually try to take advantage of a lack of communication right now.
Yeah, and like I said earlier, the same position, TJ ran a quick slant. Sometimes you just want to keep it simple.
Mm-hmm.
The extra like that play lost a couple yards. I think Washington was kind of expecting something a little more out of the ordinary from TJ on that play, and the defense stood up well.
Yeah.
They stood up really well on that play. So this is a big 2 possessions left for Washington to try to go into the half, just down by 13.
And I think the biggest thing, too, as well, is, let's see if Washington actually makes an adjustment on the defensive side of the ball and try to come out with some kind of 2 deep safeties in the second half. They're trying to take away some of those big chunk plays and give their cornerbacks a little bit more help.
Well, it looks like sometimes with the big play, the corner's trying to peek in the backfield because that quarterback's so athletic, kind of it's in the back of your mind. If I'm turning around, the quarterback probably be taking off past me.
Yeah, 2 receivers to the right. He fakes the handoff and he rolls out. But the speed of Tavon Jones cuts that off. And he cuts back up the middle, and he's in the end zone for a touchdown. Thomas Johnson.
Touchdown number 6, quarterback Austin Allen. And on that play, with the speed, but as you saw with the fake, the DN did not stay at home and went drew to the fake on the inside. That helped the quarterback, number 6, Austin Allen, get to the outside. And that's just a play you don't want to give up before the half, after you just came down and scored.
Yeah, and there's nothing was there. He made that play out of nothing. Nothing was there. Right there, your linebackers got to feel that. When you push the quarterback into the middle of the field, that's what you want. You're actually told to contain so you can push the offensive player back into the middle of the field because there's more people right there, and he just ran right through it. Yeah, something smells delicious. I think somebody's cooking out over in Old Huntfield.
I wouldn't doubt it. Big neighborhood growing up out here.
Yes.
But back to the game.
And they will go for 2. Trying to make this a 21-point lead.
Try to put a little more pressure on this Washington team. Washington needs to stop here. It's just a conversion. They still need to stop here.
Fakes the inside handoff. He gets to the outside.
Somebody's got to make a tackle.
And they didn't make the tackle, and that is
short.
No good.
It looks like a big number. Is that 87 again on the tackle?
Yeah, Brock Meadows is balling. But he can't be the only one.
But granted, it was just a conversion. That's still a big stop for Washington. Still, this game is still within some striking distance. Like I said, but TJ does get the ball coming out of the half, I believe, King.
Yeah, and that's why that touchdown right there was so tough.
That it just
It's on you, Harry.
It was tough because you just got the momentum back. You just had a great drive. You punch it in for 6, and then to go back down there and give up 6. That's not what you want. But life is not always about what you want. Sometimes you got to fight through adversity, and we'll see.
absolutely. And this Washington team, like I said, after having a very good week last week,
Yeah.
it's now facing adversity. Now they get to see what type of team they're really made of.
Yes,
at this point.
because essentially this is the thing. Everyone knows you're trying to build a culture and you're trying to build your program. Rome is not built overnight, but what is built in people and kids at this age is mental toughness.
Yes.
You don't typically gain mental toughness as you age. You develop it from a young age all the way through. So we'll see how mentally tough this team is going into halftime, especially being so young.
You good, Harry? All right, going back to Harry.
So if you're Washington, King, 34 seconds left, do you come out and try to score? Or you just try to go into the half?
I'm going into the half. I might take a shot with Jones, on the first play, see what I can get. The sophomore Nick Atkins will take the kick.
Just hold on to the
He's fast.
hold on to the ball.
But he is smacked up
Looks
before he
like,
gets to the 20.
looks like he's met by number 8 to start the game, tackle James Anderson.
But what I like about him is this kid, he's tough. He didn't go down. He's only a sophomore. So, he's only going to get better as well. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Washington Patriots. 26 seconds left in the first half. I definitely wouldn't be shocked to see them just take a knee, go in there, try to make some adjustments, and try to make it a more of a competitive game in the second half.
Yeah, they just said take a knee, not maybe another handoff to that to the change of pace back just to see what's out
Yeah,
there.
see
Or
if you can get something.
Or you want to play it safe and just no.
So first down, Washington at the 20-yard line. 2 receivers to the left side, 1 receiver to the right. Ryan Wentz steps back. He
You
throws the
called
deep
it.
pass, and the ball is picked off.
Where
It's on you, Harry.
it's touched by number 1, Coastus Hunt,
And he is now down at the 10-yard line.
And I understood what you said earlier, Keem, about maybe taking a shot. But when you take a shot, you want to try to just air the ball where either your receiver can get it or nobody can get it. It looks like we have a player down on the field.
And that is the quarterback, Ryan Wentz.
We'll
So
go to
we'll go to a quick commercial break. This is Akeem Holmes and Robert Creamer, Home Team Sports TV.
Going down.
We are back at Terry Marcus Field after that interception. Thomas Johnson has the ball inside the 10-yard line. Quarterback rolls out. He doesn't see anyone. He throws the ball over the head and out of bounds. So with 6.1 seconds left, let's see if Washington can get another stop or if TJ will try to kick the field goal.
I believe seeing what I just seen with TJ, I believe they're going to try to punch it in for the score here. I would expect another play that we seen earlier from the quarterback number 6, Austin Allen.
Scrambles out a little bit.
Yes, sir. Maybe a fake somewhere, looking for his favorite target, number 3, Jamar Turpin. And they're going to draw it out now. We got a timeout in the field, King.
So we have a quick timeout, and the Water Boys for the Washington Patriots will take that water out. Oh, we're going to go to a quick commercial break. This is Akeem Holmes and Robert Kramer, Home Team Sports TV. I'd like to thank Harry Brown, Robert Kramer, Slinky Jacobs, Juwan Holmes, Alvin Sharp. And it'll be a 2nd and 10 with 6 seconds left. This is a big stop for the Patriots. They bring pressure, and the ball is batted down. So 1.3 seconds left. I see them try and kick for the field goal right now.
I still see them trying to score a touchdown.
No, I think they're going to go for a field goal. Because right now it's 25-6. It's a 19-point lead. 2 touchdowns. Well, 3 touchdowns beat you. But if they make this extra point, this field goal, then you're down by 22, and you have to go for 2 at some point.
I'd have watched the fake.
Nah, he's gonna boot this through. See, they're gonna block the kick.
Oh,
it's blocked. He picked the ball up. He can run it.
It's loose. Oh!
And
Can you run the ball in high school now?
Yes, he can block that and run that back. But at the end of the half, it is 25-6. Thomas Johnson. And we will go to a quick commercial break and come back with the Washington High School Band.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up again for your Washington Patriots Marching Band!
We work on all makes and models from vintage cars and trucks to collectors to today's latest, newest vehicles. So stop in and see us at one of our 2 locations. See you soon.
Hi, I'm Jeremy Atkins, broadcast announcer for Home Team Sports TV, sales consultant here at O'Beckett Motors. Make a fast break to 838 East Moeller Avenue in Martinsburg. Come see me for a slam dunk of a deal.
Here at the barn, we have been making dreams come true since 1972, where we help women feel their most beautiful for any occasion, from pageant, homecoming, and prom gowns to walking down the aisle in the perfect wedding gown alongside their bridesmaid and their family. Stop by to meet your stylist today to find an affordable gown, and we do offer layaway.
All right, Chloe, well, congratulations on your new policies. And just basically making sure all of your information looks okay. I went ahead and emailed you proof of insurance as well as ID cards. And if you need me for any reason, just don't hesitate to reach out. You can give me a call or text me anytime, okay?
Okay, that's perfect. Thank you. Buying or selling real estate? Katra Law is the local choice for real estate closings. In fact, we were honored to be chosen as the best of the best real estate closing attorneys for 2022 by the Martinsburg Journal. With offices conveniently located on Foxcroft Avenue in Martinsburg and South George Street in Charlestown, Katra Law proudly serves the Eastern Panhandle. Whether on the court, field, or in the classroom, we wish all of our student athletes a safe and successful.
Jawan is the ultimate hype guy. I love him. He's always positive. He's always pepping them up and firing them up.
Parker, work, Parker, work, Parker, work, 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 work.
And we are back at Terry Marcus Field, where we have the Washington Patriots down 25-6 to start the second half. We have Thomas Johnson receiving the second half kickoff. And Reggie, you're the coach of Washington High School, and you go in at halftime after that first half performance. What is like some of the things you're telling your team to kind of keep them involved in the game?
It's a learning experience. Don't get down on yourself. Keep fighting. We're not really out of the game yet.
No.
That's another. We're not out of the game. We keep doing things the way we're supposed to do them and execute. We'll be just fine. Looks like another pooch kick coming from Washington again. Yeah, and it looks like TJ was taking over from the 40-yard line.
And he's not getting that bounce on that pooch kick. He's just kicking the ball up in the air. He's not getting that bounce off the ground and high up.
Okay, so we're going for the onside, I believe. They're not a pooch, not more of a pooch.
So we have 1st and 10 for TJ at the 52-yard line. I don't think you really want to give them that short field. Let's see how TJ comes out, what kind of aggression they come out with to start the half.
This is a big series for Washington's defense. Again, another big series for them to try to come out, get an early stop. TJ has all the momentum in the world right now, so they can slow it down.
They fake the handoff, quarterback heat. He keeps the ball, it'll be a gain of 8.
And watching that quarterback keeper, King, that fake is really smooth. He's waiting till the last second to try to pull that ball. Very professional-like.
And he's so fast, he's breaking outside of containment as well.
Like I said, the way he's holding that backer is freezing him, so he, like I say, just fast enough to get outside from there. So that makes it a lot harder for that DN who has to stay home and make sure his teammate do the thing in the middle if the ball is being handed off.
I think some of it goes down to trust as well, but then it also goes to who do you fear the most? Do I fear that quarterback getting the ball, that running back getting the ball? And I'm going to try to take away Allen before I'm trying to take away number 11 Moore.
Yes.
Inside handoff to number 8, James Anderson, his first carry of the game. First down, TJ.
He put that in front of the score cam.
And looks 1st and 10 for TJ. Starting to drive down the field. Number 6, Austin Allen drops back to pass and wants to get on the scramble. And sacked in the backfield.
Looks like going to be a holding as well, Reggie.
But there's that number again, the King. That number 87.
And Brock, he's been dominant on the defensive side of the ball. Brock is he's one of those kids that you actually can see him playing on Saturdays at defensive tackle or defensive end.
Yes, you can. What I've seen, he's being the defensive end. For this game, I'd try to move him around a little bit, maybe.
Yeah.
See, move him on the inside, give him an inside technique, maybe.
Yeah.
Try to cause havoc everywhere.
He's a very talented ball player.
It's after the holding call. So we got 1st and 20. Ball on the 45.
Actually, let's say, yeah, it will be 1st and.
We got 1st and 20.
Is it 20 or 21?
Yeah, it's like 1st and 20.
From the 45-yard line. They have 2 receivers to the right side, single back behind quarterback Allen. Send Jamar Turpin in motion. There's no one there for the read option. Tavon Jones cuts the outside off. And right there, what you want to see from Tavon is you want to see him attack through the body as well. You don't want to see him wait and be passive and let Allen make the move on him. Come down and attack. You have the outside contain. I think one of the great things that football exposes and football actually helps you build is that trust in teammates and that trust in others as well. That you have to execute your job for me to do mine.
Yes, and like I said, coming down to make the tackle instead of just trying to push him out because he actually got extra 2 yards on the play after that.
Yes. So it'll be 2nd, and they gained 3 yards, so it'll be 2nd and 17 from the 42-yard line. You see trips to the left side, single receiver to the right side.
This is a formation that's giving Washington trouble too. Trips are going back to the single.
Screen.
Oh.
But see right there, it's in the NFL. Even if he caught the ball right there, he's down right there. So it'll be a 3rd and 17, and this is a big possession for Washington right here. We talked about this at halftime, Reggie. They cannot go down there and give up any points. What Washington needs to do is they need to make stops, get a couple scores, and then put the pressure back on the TJ to have to make plays in the fourth quarter.
Yes, and this, like I said, this big third down at 17 be great for your defense, but also TJ conversely can be very demoralizing.
Yes.
Washington needs to hold firm, stay at home, play their assignments.
So they're in zero coverage right here. No safety help. Deep pass to the receiver, and he catches the ball. First down, Thomas Johnson.
And we just got a quick score update. 21-26 in the fourth, under a minute left, and Shepherd seems to be down under a minute left in the fourth quarter. 21-26.
That post-Bajan era, it's different when you have the quarter. Having a great quarterback is just, it's just different. A team out of Connecticut, I want to say. Southern Connecticut, if I'm not mistaken.
Also, back to amazing grab by number 80, Devin Jordan.
Brock Meadows misses the tackle. The quarterback, the spin move, he eludes two tacklers, and it'd be second and goal from the 4-yard line.
And like I spoke to you earlier, Keem, about the not giving up the big play. And like I said, it seems like they're coming back to that single receiver set.
I would like to see a little bit more 2 high safeties. I'd like to see some double high safeties.
It looks like you're going to have to use them to give help to them corners out
give
there.
help to the cornerbacks. I mean, when it's a single high, that's an easy read for a quarterback.
Especially when you're going trips on one side, usually that single high safety is going to cheat over to that trip side.
And they had zero coverage right there. Like they had no one. They had no one back. So they sent the house, but I don't know. I would just like to see a little bit more too deep.
Yeah, especially again, like I said. And by the way, the DB was in position. Just a great jump ball play, by the way. So let's not take away from the DB play of number 5. Terry Ray, just sometimes jump balls don't go always your way.
2 receivers to the right. Quarterback rolls out.
Holding.
And it'd be a touchdown, Thomas Johnson.
And looked like one of the defensive linemen is upset about not getting a holding call, but also you still have to keep playing.
And I think, and to be completely honest with you, I was just about to say that. The reason why he might not have gotten a call, because if you keep playing and that jersey stretches, at that point, the referee will call that. But if you stop and you don't see that pull of the jersey, or they don't feel like you were actually could be involved in the play, they're not as privileged to kind of call that.
Yeah, you don't want to look for the refs in a game like this. You want to keep playing till the whistle blows, and hopefully the ref will blow the flag.
But regardless, that's a touchdown for Thomas Johnson, and it's 31-6. They go for 2. Inside handoff. Quarterback keeps, and he is tackled by Brock Meadows.
And like I said, that name has been spoken a lot this afternoon.
Yeah, Brock's a baller.
He has really showed up, playing hard. He's trying to get his teammates pumped up on the sideline, saying, somebody else come with me.
And the thing is, though, what you want to see right now, too, that Washington sideline is too quiet. I don't care. I don't care if I'm getting beaten. I don't care what's going on. You still got to maintain and stay in that game.
So as TJ mounts down the field, let's see if Washington can put something together here to try to answer back. I say you're down a lot early. Still third quarter though, still a lot of time. So right here, what you want to do now is try to run your offense, get good looks, good plays, and march down the field and score again. Try to give another punch back as you've just been punched.
In an update, number 1, Javon Jones is out for the game. That's a big loss for Washington. We'll see number 15, Kenyon Brooks, the freshman, back. That kick returner. This Washington team is so young. Shepherd with the touchdown. They lead 27-26 with 25 seconds left. Don't ever count out them Rams. So the score is 31-6 with 8 minutes and 35 seconds left in the third quarter. Allen with the kick. The pooch kick. Nick Atkins will receive the kick. The sophomore will kick the ball to the outside.
Little room,
he is
break a tackle.
He breaks the tackle.
Got a good block
Gets
up the middle.
And he's tackling at the 49-yard line. The sophomore, Nick Atkins, with the great run. And I tell you what, this Washington team, they have a lot of young talent. And with the tutelage of Terry Ray and the growth of these kids, Washington will be a problem in the future.
Fight. You're the coaches. That's what you keep telling your team.
Keep fighting. Keep playing.
Fight.
Because everything is never going to go your way all the time. There's going to be games like this. If it's not like this in high school, it might be like that in college. You never know.
They say you're a brand new team, new coach, new everything.
Inside handoff to DeLauder, and once again, he is dominating up the middle. Gain of 10. Well, actually, the chain crew is always late right now. So I'm sorry. That is a gain of 7.
Big game.
So it'll be a 2nd and 3.
And he's averaging about at least a good 6 yards a pop.
Yeah, he's the bell cow for sure.
He's averaging a good 6 yards a pop. Positive yard to start out. It's a good sign. Washington's been able to get positive chunks of yardage each possession.
Another inside handoff to DeLauder. First down for the Washington Patriots. He rumbles to the 34-yard line.
Tackle by number 52, Brendan Hubbard.
And 7 minutes and 43 seconds left, 31-6. Washington continues to keep that ball on the ground. And what I like about games, especially early games in the year, is even when you're losing those games, you still work on things. Because you have 8 other games left.
Yeah.
You know, you have to find out who you are, who you want to be. And I think Washington's found out today they want to be a power running team. Inside handoff to DeLauder. He is hit. And you can tell right now he's a little bit tired on that run. I think you have to kind of, rotate those backs a little bit, especially on a hot day like today.
Yeah.
90-something degrees outside. I would like to see a little bit more of Tavon Jones.
Fresh legs. You want to keep fresh legs in that back. If you're going to run the ball that much, you want fresh legs, a little change up.
Yeah.
Keep the other team honest as well, because they know Big 32 is getting the ball. It's going to be a power. It's going to be downhill.
Yeah.
So they're preparing for all contact.
Inside handoff to DeLauder again.
Another.
He trudges forward for a gain of 4. It will be 3rd and 7.
What is it? 4th straight handoff?
Yeah. It'll be 3rd and 7. And right now, the ball's going to be in Went's hands. They're going to need Went to make a play right here. Third and 7 with 6 minutes and 22 seconds left in the third quarter. Washington with the ball at the 31-yard line of Thomas Johnson.
Threatening to score, though. So, like I said, positive energy, positive momentum, threatening to score.
You see Togan to the left. You see 2 receivers to the right. Another inside handoff to DeLauder. Gain of 2 will be 4th and 5.
I say met to a sea of red and white down there.
And there's an injured player for Washington Patriots. So Akeem Holmes and Brady Kramer for Home T Sports TV. We'll be back after a quick commercial break.
Helping families is my passion. It's what I love to do. Hi, I'm Cheryl Yates with ERA Liberty Realty. I've established a reputation for making your journey simple regardless of your price point. They say it takes a village, so I work closely with other professionals in the industry to make your experience a smooth one from start to finish.
We're so happy that we chose Cheryl Yates with ERA Liberty Realty to help us during our buying and selling process. If you would like a 5-star experience from top to bottom, choose Cheryl Yates.
As an Eastern Panhandle native, I possess an insight and knowledge of the area that is essential to reaching your goals. Whatever your real estate needs may be, remember me. I'm the key to buying or selling your home.
And we are back at Terry Marcus Field where the Washington Patriots will face a 4th and 5 from the 29-yard line of Thomas Johnson. And this is the game right here. This is the game right here. We need a first down. I keep saying we. I'm sorry. My son's on the team. I need to stop being so biased. My apologies. Washington needs a first down, and they do not get it, and it will be a 1st and 10 to Thomas Johnson.
And I'll be interested to see what TJ does on this series of plays. With a big lead, sometimes teams open the playbook up a little more, try to experiment a little more, see what else they have, or are they going to keep doing what they've been doing and quarterback let Austin Allen cook.
Yeah. I do want to apologize. That's why I don't really like broadcasting my son's games. I said we like 2 or 3 times. I can't do that. Home Team Sports, I apologize. Even though this is part of my business. You know what I mean? I go apologize to everybody.
It happens to the best of us.
Happens to the best of us.
All right, so let's get back into it.
Be 1st and 10 for Thomas Johnson at the 29-yard line. Fake inside handoff. Actually, it is an inside handoff to number 8, James Anderson.
Like I said, that's what I was just talking about, King. A little bit of extra, maybe open the playbook a little bit, see what else you got. But if you're Washington's defense, you've been solid throughout most of this game. Been on the field a lot though as well.
Yeah, I mean, if you really think about it, when you watch the game, a lot of it has been those big chunk plays they've gotten. I think we talked about that a little bit in the pregame. You want to limit those big plays for TJ, and TJ's just been able to get those today. So it is a 2nd and 4, or 2nd and 6. You see 2 receivers to the right, single back behind the quarterback. They put Jamar in motion. He fakes the handoff. Quarterback keeps. Gets to the outside. And he's trudging through for a first down.
And once again, I've noticed something about Washington players. They feel like they're getting hold and just stopping in the middle of the play, looking for the ref.
And they have to realize no one's saving you. No one's saving you out there on the football field. There is no saving. You just have to play ball and be a dog. And they do. They need to stop crying and just keep fighting. So it will be a 1st and 10 for Thomas Johnson. And what you don't want to do as well, you don't want this game to get too out of hand. Now, you always want to stay competing. We have trips to the left side.
And this is Thomas' famous. They usually like to go back to that single receiver. Like we're on cover 0 right now.
Receiver flinched a few times.
And there it is.
Back to pass. Throws the ball deep again. Catches the ball.
Up to number 80, Devin Jordan.
And it'll be a touchdown, Thomas Johnson. But I think it's going to be pass interference on the wide receiver.
There's a flag. And it looks like somebody's. It's like number 5 on the play. Terry Ray's holding his knee a little bit.
Coach. And this is tough for Washington because Terry Ray is the leader of the team. TT is definitely the leader of the team. So I know we just hope the best for him. But we will be back for a quick commercial break.
This is Jimmy, General Manager at Ameritech Tire and Auto, here to serve you with all your auto repair and service needs. We are a family-owned business serving our community since 2003. We work on all makes and models from vintage cars and trucks to collectors to today's latest, newest vehicles. So stop in and see us at one of our 2 locations. See you soon.
And we are back. Thomas Johnson for a 50-yard touchdown takes the 37-6 lead with 3 minutes and 58 seconds left. The touchdown to number 88, Liam Cumber. They tried to drive the ball in there, but it does not work. And the 2-point conversion is no good. 3 minutes and 58 seconds left in the third quarter. Thomas Johnson with the 31-point lead.
And at this point, like I said, if you're the Washington Patriots, like I said, new coaching staff, I believe, first year head coach, I believe, for Washington. You want to try to rally your team. I know this ain't last year. I know they struggled again last year. Washington did. This ain't last year. You want to try to keep everybody's spirits up over there.
Well, you also you don't want to have big injuries either. You don't want to lose some of your key players in a game that's kind of out of hand now. If this was the other way around and Washington started off the second half getting those 2 touchdowns, then that's one thing. But obviously, TJ has come in today and just been the dominant force.
Yeah, I understand. That's like you're saying. You don't want to lose players in the games like this, but you need to build that trust with them as well, with the teammates. So you're at, like you said, you're at like a catch-22, King.
Yeah, you just got to continue to compete.
Yeah, you want to keep competing, keep doing what you're doing.
And maybe in the fourth quarters you might see your JV teams.
We'll see about that. I mean, the past couple of days been a lot of high-scoring games down in West Virginia the past 2 nights. TJ off with the kickoff.
Kickoff will go to number 15, Kenyon Brooks, the freshman. Kenyon with a lot of speed. He takes the ball to the outside.
Got to find the seam. Got to find the seam.
He breaks it. And I'm telling you, these are freshmen. A lot of Washington's elite athletes are freshmen and sophomores.
Well, then,
that was a freshman right there.
Two big returns in a row by Washington.
By a freshman and a sophomore.
Yeah, setting the offense up at very good field position. Offense needs to capitalize here.
And Shepherd wins that game 27-26. That's a big win for Shepherd.
Especially the post-Tyson Bagent era, they want to call it.
Post-Tyson Bagent era. I mean, not many Division II teams get that quarterback that makes it to the NFL, man.
No, and had the career he had at Shepherd. It's going to be hard to top.
So you can see trips to the left. The option. Isaiah DeLauder makes a little bit of razzle-dazzle, as Reggie would say.
Big strong, another gang tackle.
And it will be a 2nd and 7 injury for the Patriots. He gets off the field. Lower back injury.
He doesn't want to come off the field. You have to come off the field to play. I think both teams are confused what's going on right now.
Well, he got up and got off the field, so we don't have to go to a timeout. If that trainer doesn't have to come out and get you, then you guys can continue the game.
Okay. Awesome.
So it would be a 2nd and 2.
Like I said, Washington, you want to keep getting them positive yards, positive plays. You might want to open your playbook up just a little bit more, see what else you got.
This might be one of those stat lines, Reggie, that you see the game and you can't believe that team lost. Because he might have 20 carries for over 200 yards.
He's had a great game.
Pass to DeLauder.
Catches at the backfield, doing a little bit of it all this game.
There's a first down, Patriots.
And I'm surprised at this point TJ hasn't just had a man or two just follow him on the field.
Yeah.
Anywhere he lines up on the right side, an extra person slides over there.
No, he's not.
Just some type of spy. So he seems to be carrying the load for Washington.
So it'll be 1st and 10. Washington at the 27-yard line.
If I'm TJ, I'm probably blitzing everybody right here.
Inside handoff to DeLauder. He breaks it, gets to the outside.
Could he squeeze
and
in?
Penalty flag.
And you just flag that deep. It's probably usually a holding call.
Yeah. But typically it's going to be a holding from the spot of the foul.
Officiating crew's done pretty well tonight as well, catching it on both sides.
But typically it's a holding from the spot of the foul, so like to see him just carry the ball back right there. The referee's not supposed to carry the ball back from right there. He's supposed to go to the spot and carry it back.
Here we go.
Yeah. Hold on, number 24, Cameron Togans.
Yeah, you know, say usually when you get a call, flag that late, and usually a receiver still trying to block downfield.
Yeah. Two receivers to the right. Terry Ray's back in the game. Inside handoff to DeLauder. He's just picking up chunks of yards, man.
So he's still up. He's still up.
And this kid is a stud today, man.
Tackle by number 10. Excuse me. Number 1, Coastal Hunt.
And another injury for Thomas Johnson. And we are going to take a commercial break. This is Akeem Holmes from Home Team Sports TV. We'll be right back after a quick commercial break.
Hi, I'm Jeremy Atkins, broadcast announcer with Home Team Sports TV, sales consultant here at O'Beckett Motors. Make a fast break to 838 East Moeller Avenue in Martinsburg. Come see me for a slam dunk of a deal.
Here at the barn, we have been making dreams come true since 1972, where we help women feel their most beautiful for any occasion, from pageant, homecoming, and prom gowns to walking down the aisle in the perfect wedding gown alongside their bridesmaid and their family. Stop by to meet your stylist today to find an affordable gown, and we do offer layaway.
Back at Terry Marcus Field. Washington has the ball at the 10-yard line for some hard running by Isaiah DeLauder.
And I think we know the play call right here.
Inside handoff, DeLauder. A penalty flag.
Like I said, if I was TJ at this point, I'd probably blitz all 9 right up the gut.
Right at the A gap. And right now, I think what we're seeing is these are cramps from being so hot today. These games that happen, midday, these are tough games. Especially right now, early in the season.
Yeah, so it looks like both teams are going to their side. Yeah, cramping, heat, a little bit of everything.
So, Reggie, 2:25 left in the third quarter. Governor Thomas Johnson has his game, pretty much well in hand. What are some things that you work on, right now? For both of these teams? This is the first game for TJ. This is the second game for Washington. What are some things that you work on for these next quarter and a half to help build your team for the for later on push?
Yeah, if you're TJ, you have a big lead. You want to learn how to play with the lead. You don't want to get careless or start not executing. Next thing you know, you're back into a dogfight.
Yeah.
So that's what you want to do when you're up this big in the first game. You want to learn how to play with the lead. Yeah, Washington. Last week you dominated. This week you're kind of getting dominated. Yeah. So now you have two aspects of both sides of the ball.
Yeah.
So you should be able to build from that.
Those feelings from both sides. But I think if you're Thomas Johnson, you also walk away from this game realizing that your struggle against the run is that's gonna be a big issue going forward. Most teams, they can continue to gas you, and there should be a penalty. Too many men on the field, so that'd be a 5-yard penalty for Thomas Johnson.
I know Washington fans are a little upset about that, not having to touch him. The ref was trying to blow the play dead immediately.
So it will be a 1st and 15. Is it 1st and 15, or is it first and? Yeah, actually, it's first and goal from the 15.
First
and 16.
From that penalty earlier. But like I said, if I'm TJ, I'm blitzing 9 people right up the A and B gap.
Yeah. Yeah, trips to the right. Ryan Wayne keeps the ball. And he gets
Beautiful.
down to the 10-yard line.
And that's what you got to do. If I'm teaching, I'll take that. If I'm Washington, I'll take that because everybody's keen on your workhorse.
Yes.
So something like that. But again, I'd still sit in the house.
2nd and 10.
But like I said, scoring here would be a big momentum boost for
Yes.
Washington, just internally. Let you know we haven't given up, Coach. We're still fighting out here for you.
Yeah, 2 receivers to the right. Went inside handoff to DeLauder.
Pancake down there.
He gets down to the 7-yard line.
Number 75, Vincent Arnica with
freshman.
a pancake
The
block
freshman
down there.
He's a
Beautiful.
freshman guard.
Beautiful.
I remember when I seen Vincent last year, and my son told me that he was in the same grade. I said, "There's no way this kid's in 8th grade." This kid looks like a man. So it'll be 3rd and goal from the 6. Let's see if Washington puts the ball in the hands of Went this time.
Might be another quarterback keeper. And they go to the air.
The pass to Terry Ray.
Oh!
It looks like he lost it in the sun.
Yeah, lost sight of the ball. Beautiful, right to the corner of the end zone, right to the pylon where his receiver can catch it.
1 minute left in the third.
So it'll be 4th down and 6.
And that definitely caught TJ off guard.
Yes.
They were definitely expected
Looking
to
for
run.
The ball. Yeah, they're gonna run the play, and that was a good pass by Went.
I was
that was a real
expecting
good
to
pass
run.
by Went right there. I think he lost the ball in the sun right there.
So we had 4th and go, so I'm pretty sure you're going to give it to your workhorse, King.
Nah, I'm going for the pass again. Went for the pass. Ball tipped and picked off.
Ooh. They picked off on the 1.
And he got picked off at the 1-yard line.
So let's see where they're giving the interception at.
The 1-yard line, that's what it seems like. See if Washington can bring some pressure and get a safety.
I'm about to say, Morgan at the 1. So, while yes, it's a good stat play for the pick, also kind of hurts your team as well.
Well, yeah. Well, also, you definitely would want to stay in the end zone on that interception.
Definitely. But like I said, young man, still learning football. We all would high school, you want to pick, you're going to get the pick.
I'm going for the pick.
Yes. And he'll get congratulated, and coach will tell him, hey, next time, just be aware of where you're at. Uh-oh.
So it'll be 1st and 10 at the 1-yard line. See if they send an all-out blitz.
I'd be careful on that, though, with that athletic quarterback.
And he just powers through for a gain of 1.
I can see a ball fake here and an outside run coming from number 6, Austin Allen. I think that might have been a setup play.
Carter and Navuni. Short game on the play.
But like I said, you're Washington defense. Want to go into the 4th, about to switch sides.
You got 22 seconds left, and it looks like TJ is pretty much resigned to let this go into the 4th quarter. We will actually take it down to the other side of the field. We will move 97 yards.
It's a lot. We're going to the other side.
So at the end of 3, we have Thomas Johnson, 37, Washington 6. This is Akeem Holmes and Robert Creamer from Home Team Sports TV. We'll be right back. We are back at Terry Marcus Field for the start of the fourth quarter. We have the Washington Patriots down 37-6 to Thomas Johnson. Thomas Johnson, after an interception, has the ball at the TJ 3-yard line. In the Washington 3-yard line.
Big hole, just straight quarterback gut.
Gain of 2. Actually, a gain of 1. It'll be 3rd and 7 from the 4-yard line.
And what Washington doesn't want to do right here is think it's going to be another just some quick up the gut play just to try to get them.
Yeah,
off
watch
the
that
field.
deep pass right here.
Yeah, especially if they go trips, I'd automatically be trying to send the safety over to the weak side.
So you see TJ staying in the huddle a little bit longer, trying to milk the clock.
Take their time a little bit.
Make sure they go out of this game without any injuries as well. You see some players starting to kind of drop off a little bit due to the heat.
Mm-hmm. Gotta stay hydrated out there. There's that Trips.
See Trips.
I called it.
Somebody needs a deep shot right here.
Need somebody over top.
Taking the deep shot. Picked off by Togans, and the ball is batted away by Cameron Togans, and it'll be 4th down. That's good coverage by Cameron Togans.
It was good coverage. In position. Plays like that, you're the quarterback. You want to get that ball out there.
Just wondering if you're going to see, maybe some more 2-deep safeties going forward for Washington. So Braylon Mumal will go back for the punt. TJ scrambling to get players on for the punt.
On and off. Been a problem with theirs the second half a little bit as well.
Washington says they were about to send the house, and TJ calls a timeout. So we have 10 minutes and 21 seconds left, and the clock is still ticking, even though they call a timeout. I did not know. The clock is still ticking. Must be a running clock.
Is there a certain score in high school now for running clocks, or?
Did they not stop the clock on timeout?
It's a running clock.
That's what you're going looking for. Stop the clock.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's got a malfunction up there.
It's supposed to add like another 20 seconds left.
I'm about to say, I'm not sure what the running clock is in high school, but I'm pretty sure it's not just 31 points. I think I could be wrong.
So 10 minutes and 2 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Is this the first punt of the game?
This is the first time I've seen a punt today.
For either side, I believe.
Ball's punted away.
Whoa.
Short punt.
Short punt. Get away from it.
Up, the ball will be down at the 22-yard line.
Yes, and it seems coaches are a little frustrated with TJ trying to down that punt so fast.
Yeah.
Instead of letting it try to take a roll a little bit.
And sometimes, they just want to be the first one to touch the ball. Typically, it's that freshman, don't really play that much. But, yeah.
So, you're Washington right here. So, you drove down the field last time, just couldn't quite get the score in. A score right here would be really good for your morale.
Yeah.
Throughout the rest of the game and the season. And I'm pretty sure we know what the ball's going to right here.
We got Trips. Inside handoff to DeLauder. He sees the seam. He breaks through for a gain of 6.
So it's about a good 4 or 5 yards of pop every single time he touches the ball. Like you said, he's got to have over 20 carries, maybe close to 30. It feels like that.
Yeah. But then sometimes you feel like it feels like that, and you go look in the stat book, and it's like 19.
Yeah. It just feels like it. It feels like he's touched the ball every time these last 3 possessions Washington's had the ball.
Oh, no.
So we see 2 receivers to the right side. Well, Trips to the right. Single receiver to the left. Went in the backfield, inside handoff to DeLauder. He breaks through a tackle. Gain of 3. Will be 3rd and 3.
You see right now, TJ's pretty much hitting him and holding on, waiting for help to tackle him. He's warmed down today.
Yeah.
It's a lot. It gets old, keep hitting the same person over and over and over and over again.
But I think most teams see what Washington is built off of, and it's going to be Isaiah DeLauder. Be 3rd and 4.
Power running.
Inside handoff to DeLauder. He is dragged down for a first down. Move the chains.
And you said mentioned earlier, for Washington going forward.
This is what I would love to see Tavon Jones in right now.
A good first down. Let's see more creativity because I said power running downhill. You had to open the playbook up a little bit more.
8 minutes left in the fourth quarter. 2 receivers to the left. Single receiver to the right. Inside handoff to DeLauder. Gain of 5. You can tell he's tired.
Oh, yeah. Tired. Everybody's out there kind of sucking wind a little bit. Walking back to huddles.
So it would be a 2nd and 5 from the 10-yard line. More like 2nd and a long 6.
Yeah.
Let's see if they open that playbook up right here, Reg. 3 receivers to the left. Single receiver to the right. Went with the ball. Inside handoff to DeLauder. Up the middle.
And looks like he's
and it's
gonna
a
walk
touchdown.
in.
Touchdown Washington Patriots.
He's tired.
He deserved that one.
Yeah, he was determined to get that one. And Washington was determined to get him one of them.
And Washington will go for 2.
But you can tell
37-12.
You can tell he is fatigued.
And he will take a serious ice bath tonight.
Ice bath, drink some pickle juice.
Pickle juice works, man.
Pickle juice, mustard.
Man, my son does that pickle juice all the time. Right before the soccer practice.
Yeah, gotta cramping up. But he's played hard this game.
Yeah.
Got that touchdown.
See 2 receivers to the right. Cameron Togans to the left. You're seeing Terry Ray in motion. Ball is batted down. And it will be 37-12. Thomas Johnson with 7:25 left in the fourth quarter.
Man, that was a big drive for Washington. That was a big drive.
That was a drive that actually, it showed that your team was fighting. So that your team is going to battle. You have a really good running game. You have a really good running game with the DeLauder. So it's going to be interesting to see how Washington continues to build off of this running performance by DeLauder.
Your run blocking is very, very good as well.
I know when Frankfurt watches this film, they're going to come into next week determined to stop Isaiah DeLauder.
As you should. As you should. Take him away and see what else.
Make someone else beat you.
You got to. But I say good drive for Washington. Finally completed the drive. It's been a while since it's like every time they're on the cusp of completing the drive for a touchdown, something happens, a penalty, a turnover, some things of that nature. So it had the first real complete drive since pretty much the first drive of the game for them, where they started out fine. It's a good sign. Washington again going for the kickoff. We'll probably see another.
See, they'll kick this ball deep right here. So this Washington band is tough. I kicked the ball to a good spot right there.
Oh, get on the ball.
Yeah.
Seemed like TJ was kind of looking at it confused. Washington actually had a chance to recover the ball.
7:22 left in the fourth quarter.
TJ again takes over and seeing hopefully the Washington defense can stand up. Like I said, I expect TJ to kind of open the playbook up a little bit.
Give you a little bit of insight into the 2023 EPAC Football Home Team Sports broadcast. Next week we will be at Jefferson High School, where we have the Spring Valley from Huntington coming down to play against the Jefferson Cougars. On the 15th, it will be Spring Mills versus Musselman High School. On the 22nd, we'll be back here for Hedgesville versus Washington. On the 29th, we will have Hedgesville versus Jefferson. On the 6th, we will have Frankfurt versus Spring Mills. On the 13th, we will have Jefferson versus Millbrook. On the 20th, we will have Musselman versus Jefferson. On the 27th, we will have Clarksburg versus Jefferson. And on the 3rd, we will have Jefferson High School versus Washington that is the schedule for the 2023 EPAC that is subject to change based off of the teams and how the teams are doing in some of the premier games.
And we had to change a quarterback here.
It'll be Washington ball. It looks like we have a cramp by number 66, Isaiah Osafa-Mensah. And this is what you kind of don't. You just don't want to see players going down right now.
So you got to stay hydrated on that sideline, man. Got to stay hydrated. Stretching.
We're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back.
Buying or selling real estate? Katra Law is the local choice for real estate closings. In fact, we were honored to be chosen as the best of the best real estate closing attorneys for 2022 by the Martinsburg Journal. With offices conveniently located on Foxcroft Avenue in Martinsburg and South George Street in Charlestown, Katra Law proudly serves the Eastern Panhandle. Whether on the court, field, or in the classroom, we wish all of our student athletes a safe and successful.
Juwan is the ultimate hype guy. I love him. He's always positive. He's always pepping them up and firing them up.
And we're back into that quick injury timeout. Players cramping, like I said, in the heat. Washington recovers the fumble. It seems like TJ tried to switch things up with a couple players. Washington back out with their patented formation. And we know where the ball's going here. Downhill to number 32 again with the touchdown. 2 quick scores from Washington by number 32, Isaiah DeLauder.
Isaiah's been cooking today. 37-18. I'm getting the ball to him right again.
I would too. Like I said, TJ had somebody else in at quarterback. I didn't know they were trying to get some players in and out early or what they were doing. It resulted in a fumble, and Washington quickly capitalizes.
So 2 receivers to the right, single receiver to the left, went in the backfield.
Tight bunch formation.
They try to get a little bit cute right there and
yeah,
not run the ball
I'm not sure
up the middle.
about that play call. It's giving the ball right at the middle like he's been going.
So the score is 37-18. A 19-point lead for Thomas Johnson. With 6 minutes and 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter, it's good to see Washington continue to fight.
Real good.
We'd like to take our time to thank our sponsors for this beautiful broadcast. We have Shelton's Tree Services, State Farm Insurance, called Gerard Ferguson, Smith Nathan Bush Insurance, the player of the game title sponsor, Katra Law, Neil Powell at Goosehead Insurance, Opeka Motors, called Jeremy Atkins, R&L Landscapes, Ameritech and Auto, Ameritech Tire and Auto, the Barn Bridal and Formal Wear, Mountain State Basketball Academy, Cheryl Yates of ERA Liberty Realty, Bench Warmers Sports Bar and Grill, Big Mike's Grilling, Big Mike, Cuzzo, congratulations on opening your business. Another short kick for TJ. And they're not getting that bounce off the ball to get that high bounce to give their teammates another time to get down there.
No, they're not. And it seems like what TJ, the coaches told their players to do, as soon as you catch the ball, go right down. Don't even try it.
So with 6 minutes and 50 seconds left, you see Thomas Johnson put their starters back out there on the field.
Yeah, I'm not sure that was by design what the last formation set was in, or...
I think you always try to get your quarterback you know, your young quarterback some reps. Trips receivers to the left. Inside handoff. Quarterback keep. Quarterback drives through for a gain of 4. And right there, you're right there. You have to get in there and put your shoulder pads in his stomach and drop him backwards.
Well, that was a good read out there.
Jones is there all the time.
Just stay.
Just want to see him just be a little more aggressive and actually bring that force to him.
Well, the thing with that quarterback keeper was everybody stayed at home and filled the gaps. They filled the position for once.
Yeah.
That's why the quarterback had nowhere to go. When you start chasing around looking for the ball that's out there instead of playing your position, that's how people get loose.
For sure. And TJ is taking their time in the huddle. I don't see where there's a play clock running right now. Doesn't seem like it's on, but maybe I just can't see it from where we are.
Yeah, from the.
It's in number 3 in motion. Inside handoff to Moore. And he is tackling in the backfield.
It's like Washington defense playing a little more fire right here.
Well, the thing about it as well.
A lot of different players are in as well,
and the thing about it as well is, yes, I think what you see is that Washington continues to keep these bodies fresh. If Washington keeps these bodies fresh, then, you know, give some of these younger players, you don't have to play, you don't have to start. But if you just get a few plays in there, here and there, and give your teammates a spell, that helps you in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, just fresh legs. That's what it's about, especially when the heat is out like this.
Yes.
Just fresh legs.
And let's put out some superlatives today. Number 6, Austin Allen, has been amazing for Thomas Johnson. Number 80, Devin Jordan, has made some big plays for TJ. For Washington, Brock Meadows and Isaiah DeLauder have been humongous for these teams, and they have been my players to watch for today.
Yeah, it's been everywhere. They've been everywhere. Like I said, like you mentioned earlier, Austin Allen has just been
he's been spectacular,
phenomenal from the ground to the air. Complete package today.
It'll be 3rd and 5. There's a little bit of confusion in the backfield, and Washington will get the ball. I assume TJ is going to punt right now. And if I'm TJ, I want to make a stop, but I definitely don't. Austin Allen is to the team. I don't want to risk him getting injured.
You don't want to risk injury, but you also don't want to. With 5 minutes, you don't want to.
Yeah, you don't want to get quit too early.
It seems like they were trying to play a little stall ball.
And you know, I've never been a fan of that, simply because I feel like it takes the aggression out of you when you start playing passive and start playing to run the clock out. I've seen so many teams lose that game. You had that two possession lead with 8 minutes left, and you start playing not to score another touchdown, but playing more so to run some clock. The next thing you know, you punt, the team hurries up and scores, and then they stop you again, and they hurry up and score. Next thing you know, you're tied up, and it's a 19-point lead right now. If Washington makes a big play and you're only down by 12, and you get an onside kick, next thing you know, you're stressed.
You're back in the dog fight. That's something TJ doesn't want right here. So I'm thinking they want a good punt right here. Nice deep back Washington up, nothing short like last time.
And remember, his last punt wasn't that great.
No.
And if Washington can break through, maybe block this punt. And they've gotten through. It's another short punt. But Mumal lets the ball roll, and it'll be down to the 29-yard line.
So if you're Washington here,
you have to pass the ball.
You have to strike quick. I tell you that.
Yeah, you have to pass the ball.
So I'm assuming with time like this, you probably would have called at least 2 or 3 plays early in the huddle. You already have a couple plays ready to go in this type of situation.
Yeah.
So let's see what Washington comes out with. Will they come out pass happy, or they keep feeding the workhorse on the ground? And looks like number 8, Tavon Jones, is in the backfield. Haven't seen him in the backfield too much this afternoon.
The deep pass. The ball is batted down.
So everybody looked a little indecisive on where they wanted to throw the ball, where it was going.
Number 5, Terry Ray, was the intended receiver on the play.
So
it'd be a second and 20. I mean, second and 10 from the 30-yard line.
Yeah, if you're going to pass, you got to make sure you're completing them passes as well. You know, you want the clock stopped as well. You still want to complete them passes, even big chunks, but safe chunks.
Wentz steps back for the pass. Ball to Tavon Jones. And it seems that's been their best play today, running that running back out of the backfield and hitting him on that short wheel route.
Yes, sir. Just like in Madden. He's usually open or gets a linebacker. Got to give him a chance to get out there.
And Washington needs to start taking some more chunk shots down the field. Those short passes aren't going to, score fast enough. You like to see them threaten those safeties, maybe with 4 verts.
Or something with a little bit more urgency.
3 receivers. You have trips to the right, single receiver to the left.
This whole
Wynn
game
takes the snap. He rolls out. And the ball hits the dirt. It'll be 4th down. It'll be 4th down for Washington.
Of course, they're going for
it. And I know Wynn has to be exhausted too, running from sideline to sideline to get these plays.
Exactly. But even still, we gotta.
He's been a warrior today. The game hasn't gone Washington's way, but I mean he's taking a lot of hits today. It's been a tough game, but he's been a soldier.
Got single coverage down here,
and they actually run an option on 4th down. Tavon Jones cuts it back in there,
close,
and he
pitch it.
He got the 1st down. That is tough running by Tavon Jones. He's saying, hey, listen, coach, let me get this rock.
That's a really gutsy call on 4th down.
Yeah,
that's a really gutsy call. It's a lot of trust in your running back and quarterback to make the right decisions.
For sure. 1st down, Washington at the 41-yard line. Wentz rolls out. Throws a deep ball.
So I'm not sure.
And that
miscommunication
was dropped by number 1.
So that miscommunication, where the feet got tangled up. I'm not sure what happened there.
So it would be 2nd down and 10.
No flag on the play. So we're looking at about 3 minutes and 55 seconds left.
Yes, sir. Washington driving, ball at the 41-yard line.
Still, it'd be nice for Washington to get a touchdown here. Another confident boost going into next week.
100%. See 2 receivers to the left. Wentz drops back. Short pass to Brock Meadows. And that ball is almost picked off.
Just seems like nobody's really open out here on the side. TJ's playing the zones very well. A lot of short routes, a lot of outs, a lot of digs, and a lot of ends.
And those are dangerous routes as well.
Dangerous routes, a lot of stuff going on around.
Be 3rd and 10.
So you still got to try to put the ball in the air if you want to score. I think we've seen the last of number 32 in the game for the night as well.
Yeah, for sure. See 3 receivers to the right side. Wentz rolls out. Sees Terry Ray. And that ball is batted down, but roughing the passer right there.
Hit. And when you're rolling out and throwing to the sidelines, you want to try to put some zip on the ball. You want to try to put a little zip. You don't want to float it up like that. A little zoom, because your receiver's already going out of bounds. You want them to be the only person that can't either they touch it or it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, it's a couple passes on this possession that could have been picked, but let's be honest, not a lot of separation going on either.
No, not a lot of separation. Just
He's trying to fit the ball into like small crevices,
Super
trying to
tight.
make something happen. So the ball at the 44-yard line after the 15-yard roughing the passer penalty. Went in the backfield. He takes the snap. Short pass to Brock Meadows. The ball is batted down.
And like I said, we ran an option on 4th, and so I'm surprised we're not seeing them give the ball again to number 8, Tavon Jones. Even if you do a little flip, receiver
right
screen.
now, you can tell that they're like focused on the pass game. So you probably could steal a good 10, 15-yard chunk from a fast back up the middle right now.
Just something to, like I said, as you said, they're dropping back, ready for the pass. Excuse me, or put somebody on an island out there and just throw it as far as you can.
Went drops back, pass out to Terry Ray.
Yeah, they did another near interception. That one by number 1, Kostas Hunt. Thomas Johnson has had probably about at least 5 or 6 dropped interceptions on this series alone. They are really quarterback's getting bailed out a little bit. With 3 minutes and 36 seconds left in the 4th quarter, it's 3rd and 10. Like you said, King, we ran an option on 4th and 7. We should throw that one in there again just to get some yards. Keep the defense off balance a little bit, just to try to change things up just a little bit.
Yeah, somebody has to create some separation for Ryan as well. And the ball is just thrown up again, and it is picked off.
Yeah, it seems like nobody's running hard. It seems like receivers are giving up on routes as soon as they come out the break. But it also could be fatigue as well. Out there running in the heat all day, playing offense and defense. Receivers are probably tired as well. And everybody just looks a little gassed out there. As TJ will take over on downs. 3 minutes, 28 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Thomas Johnson, 37. Washington, 18. TJ back in the shotgun with Austin Allen. It's inside handoffs.
Tackled by number 66, Isaiah Osafa-Mensah.
And I believe TJ will take their time getting the play in, getting on the line or call the play, trying to run the clock out. And like I said, for Washington, like I said, this is a wake-up game. As I said last week, you had a dominant performance against the team, and this week things not going your way at all. So this game will show them. Next week will show us who they really are, what they can come bounce back.
Inside handoff, number 8 Moore. Tackled again. 2 minutes and 44 seconds left. And yeah, Reggie, like it is a game where you just have to bounce back. You have to fight. Get back to the chalkboard.
Yeah, get back to the basics next week at practice. Prepare. Gotta take the good things from this game and the bad. Go over in the film study, and to continue to improve. Like I said, the run blocking for Washington has been amazing tonight. Opening holes for the workhorse number 32, Isaiah DeLauder. But the only problem with that is you become a one-dimensional team.
Yeah.
And to this level, especially with the teams in the E-Pack alone, you can't be one-dimensional. You got to be able to pass the ball against these teams in the E-Pack.
Yeah, and you have to have some separation as well, and that's what I didn't see any separation from any of the receivers.
Not much. I think a lot of the routes there weren't a lot of combo routes going on.
Yeah.
So you need a combo route. Somebody running the dig, somebody running the fly. But see a lot of people just running. Everybody's running outs, different yard outs.
Yeah.
Try to get to the sideline. It makes it easier for the defense to play, easier for the defense to cover. So TJ about to punt the ball away again.
Austin Allen. Austin Allen. 6, the quarterback for the other team.
Looks like we got a timeout from Thomas Johnson for their last play, so we'll cut to a quick commercial break.
And we are back at Terry Marcus Field. We have Thomas Johnson for the punt right now. Punt the ball to Braylon Mumal.
Oh, that's a better punt.
Mumal gets the ball, gets away from the ball. The ball will go down. The ball is being whiffed by number 12 for Thomas Johnson, Benjamin Tumasi.
And you can see Mumal want to field that ball bad, try to give his team a smart decision not to, with the defense breathing down his neck. I think if he had a couple more steps, nobody in front of him, he'd definitely try to take that ball and try to make something happen.
But I think he didn't want to take that shot was in the sun as well. Right now that sun is right above you.
Yeah, losing the ball, especially down here in this type of game. Washington takes over with 58 seconds left in the game. And it looks like I said, I knew earlier in the series we had seen the last of number 32, Isaiah DeLauder.
And
oh my gosh. She. Number 57, Cameron Taylor blows up the play.
Now that's for Washington. That's 57 for TJ. He's not on the roster. But this young man has had a great game. This young man has had a great game.
My apologies, looking at the wrong sheet.
And this will be the last play of the game. They put the freshman Jaheim Gidney in the game.
So number 18, Ron Jones coming off the field.
Number 18, Nick Atkins goes in at running back. Inside handoff to Atkins. A little razzle dazzle. He gets to the outside.
He knows he's not going down.
He's
out
fast.
of sight.
This kid is fast. And that'd be the first down. And that will be the end of the game. Thomas Johnson, 37. Washington, 19. Our Catro Law player of the game is number 6 for Thomas Johnson, Austin Allen. So we will go to a commercial break. We will go get number 6, Austin Allen. Then we will come back with our player of the game interview.
Helping families is my passion. It's what I love to do. Hi, I'm Cheryl Yates with ERA Liberty Realty. I've established a reputation for making your journey simple regardless of your price point. They say it takes a village, so I work closely with other professionals in the industry to make your experience a smooth one from start to finish.
We're so happy that we chose Cheryl Gates with ERA Liberty Realty to help us during our buying and selling process. If you would like a 5-star experience from top to bottom, choose Cheryl Yates.
As an Eastern Panhandle native, I possess an insight and knowledge of the area that is essential to reaching your goals. Whatever your real estate needs may be, remember me. I'm the key to buying or selling your home.
This is Jimmy, General Manager at Ameritech Tire and Auto, here to serve you with all your auto repair and service needs. We are a family-owned business serving our community since 2003. We work on all makes and models from vintage cars and trucks to collectors to today's latest, newest vehicles. So stop in and see us at one of our 2 locations. See you soon.
Hi, I'm Jeremy Atkins, broadcast announcer with Home Team Sports TV, sales consultant here at Opequon Motors. Make a fast break to 838 East Moeller Avenue in Martinsburg. Come see me for a slam dunk of a deal.
Here at the barn, we have been making dreams come true since 1972, where we help women feel their most beautiful for any occasion, from pageant, homecoming, and prom gowns to walking down the aisle in the perfect wedding gown alongside their bridesmaid and their family. Stop by to meet your stylist today to find an affordable gown, and we do offer layaway.
And we are live and back at Terry Marcus Stadium, where I'm joined by the Catro Law player of the game, Austin Allen of TJ. And Austin, and watching the film before the game, I see where you were the elite playmaker for your team, and you were as advertised in person. So we definitely would love to congratulate you and for being the Catro Law player of the game. Make sure you let all your friends and family know on YouTube, Home Team Sports TV. They can go see this interview. But getting back to football, what did you guys see in film that let you know that you guys could kind of exploit you running the ball and your receivers against the cornerbacks of Washington?
I think that we always have confidence in our receivers. I mean, we think that we have probably one of the best receivers rooms, probably the state. I mean, so they definitely have some athletes on their team. Their line, it's a big lineman. We knew that we were faster than them, so we knew we could get to the edge and exploit that a little bit. But at the end of the day, we just executed what we needed to execute and did what we needed to do. And
going forward, we just spoke about, you guys' schedule and how tough it is in the conference that you were in. What are some things that you actually seen about today that when you guys want to go back and watch some film, you're going to say, hey, I want to go back and correct that as well?
Yeah, I think our tough schedule, I mean, our coach has a saying, control what you control, and we can't control the schedule, so we just got to show up and play some football. And I think that if we just do what we need to do and we trust our playmakers and we do what we did today, we'll be good to go.
Yeah, for sure. What were some of your, some of your favorite highlights of today, like some of your favorite moments? Obviously, being your senior year, this is your first game. So, what are some of the things you took in from today's game? So you can give us a little bit of an insight of a football player for us.
I mean, I got some of my best friends on this team, and our new head coach, Bo Traber. I love that guy so much, and I'm happy we could get his first win. This is pretty great. In my 4 years of being here, I've never won my first game. We've been struggling recently, so it's great to get this one under the belt.
And you had 4 touchdowns today. But what I like more than anything is just the confidence. You have that quiet confidence to you, and I'm sure you have a little razzle-dazzle, a little spark to you, but you had that quiet confidence that your teammates rallied behind you. They knew who their leader was, and you can always see that even in that first possession when Washington was kind of dropping the ball, punching you guys in the mouth a little bit. When you guys came out on that first possession, and they took off 5 minutes, but you guys scored that quick. And a lot of that was by your intelligence on the field. You knew when to hand the ball off. You knew when to keep it. How long did it take for you to develop that spunk?
I think, honestly, I think I've made pretty big improvements this year. Our new head coach has prepared me for everything I I can think of in playing on this football field. So I can't thank him enough. I'm thankful for my teammates for trusting me as their leader. I love every single one of those guys. I'm trusting my life. I don't want to go to war with anybody else.
Yeah, man, you're awesome.
Thank you.
Awesome, bro. So from Home Team Sports TV, the KHLL player of the game is Austin Allen, quarterback senior from Thomas Johnson. Thank you for joining our broadcast. Thomas Johnson with a 37-19 win over Washington High School. Thomas Johnson next week obviously goes off and plays Urbana, where Washington travels to face Frankfurt. So good night. God bless you, and peace out.